Hi, I'm Average Joe, your friend, living in the bottom of the society in China, and I will show you a real China according to the real, average Chinese lens. So today I heard a breaking news about the Luckin Coffee. I'm not sure you are not or heard about that this coffee's brand, the Luckin Coffee, which is very popular. In China, and whose propaganda is about to fight against Starbucks coffee in China. So now this is in the previous year, this very popular, and a lot of coupon was provided to the average Chinese that they can get a discount like 50% discount to the coffee. So it is very popular. But the breaking news today is about the Luckin Coffee's shares down 75% after fraud revelations. So this is a very breaking news because Luckin Coffee Inc. shares crashed more than 75% after the company revealed an internal investigation that alleged its COO was involved in 2.2 billion yuan, 310 million US dollar, I think, in the fabricated transaction over the past year. So the company, it is so-called a rival to the Starbucks Corp in China, said on April the 2nd. The internal probe revealed the aggregate sales amount associated with the fabricated transactions from the second quarter of 2009 to the fourth quarter of 2009, announced to around 2.2 billion RMB, billion yuan. The chief operating officer and director of the company and several employees reported to him. A guy had engaged in certain misconduct, including fabricating certain transactions, according to the statement. So the Luckin Coffee said the employee involved have been suspended, and the Luckin Coffee has terminated the contract and the dealings with the involved parties. So this Luckin Coffee company is Xiamen-based. Xiamen is in the southern China, the Fujian province, which is a listed company on the Nasdaq in May 2009 in the USA, less than 2 years since its founding. The news comes about 3 months after short seller Moody Waters Research released a report on Luckin that said the company was inflating its numbers. Luckin initially denied the allegation following the release of the report. Luckin has more than 3,800 stores in the country. Most of the smaller size and fewer baristas and said it would open 4,500 stores by the end of last year to become the country's largest coffee chain. To cash in more from its existing customer traffic on its mobile application, Luckin Coffee last year developed a Xiaolu tea and self-run vending machine, and also turned into an e-commerce retailer selling electronic products. So the general manager of Kantar World Panel China said Luckin's heavy assets of retail stores and its business model that relies on coupons without focusing on its core products and services make it hard to achieve financial balance in the long run, despite being empowered digitally. So the lack of cash flow in the first quarter of 2020, impacted by the COVID-19 epidemic, has led to the exposure of Luckin's problem. Though its revenue and cash flow in the past quarters last year has been gradually improving, and the director said, a coffee industry analyst in China. So Luckin's strategy last year by expanding to new business territories was made to please investors, not to grow sustainably as a catering business, he added. So he said that the Luckin Coffee subsidy has lowered the level of per customer transaction and therefore reduced profitabilities of the entire coffee chain industry. However, its boldness to digitalize a conservative catering business has prompted the reforms of the brewed coffee industry and has shaped new consumption behaviors in the country, he said. For example, Luckin's quick expansion to size stores and emphasis on delivery services and cashless payment has stimulated the prevalence of delivery and store pickup services in coffee chain brands across the country. The China Security Regulatory Commission said on Friday in a statement that the commission is deeply concerned about Luckin's fraud and has strongly condemned its fabricated transactions behaviors. So Luckin Coffee now is in trouble. But I just say from another news that Luckin Coffees, the business selling to the coffee to the consumers is not impacted from the reporter that those stores in Shanghai, they are still very popular, and a lot of the coffee cups and the coffees are ordered online, and they are waiting put on the tables and waiting for the consumers to pick up by themselves. So business is still booming, it's still very, very hot. So for those coffee shops, and so it seems that currently there's no impact. But I don't know the long run for those company, because it will impact thousands of jobs for that company. When coffee shop will employ 2 or 3 employees, so this will, if this coffee shop bankruptcy, then it will impact thousands of families, and the workers will lose their job. So I don't hope that the coffee, Luckin Coffee, may get bad. So as an average Chinese, I hope that they can recover these disasters about the fraud of fabricated transactions behaviors. So hope the things will going better. So if you have any comments, just leave your comments down below, and I read every single comments, and get back to you soon. So make sure to subscribe the channel to avoid missing future updates. And I will give you the real China, the real from a real average Chinese lens. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.